Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great fifth wheel value from Parkway RV Center. Folks, I'm about to show you the nicest, the most expensive fifth wheel that I've ever been in my 20 plus years in this industry. For those of you who recognize what this fifth wheel is, this is top of the line. This fifth wheel is a 2015 Evergreen Lifestyle 39 FB. Folks, 2 years ago, base price without the full body paint option on this fifth wheel was $143,000. This fifth wheel cost more brand new than most houses do in this area. Now this is not, and I don't want to deflate anybody's ego with single wheel trucks, but if you don't have a dually truck, you've got no business hooking up to this fifth wheel. And it takes a 1-ton diesel dually, absolutely minimum. This is almost 16,000 pounds. It's 13 foot tall, 43 feet long. This right here, folks, is top of the line in every shape, form, and fashion. Beautiful full body paint. This was about a $10,000 option when it was new. I promise you folks, you've never seen a fifth wheel like this. Got a trailer hitch on the back if you want to put a small trailer behind it. Got a little toolbox built in back here. Corners aren't beat up, we can back into anything. Got the rear view camera system. I'm gonna tell you folks, got thermal pane windows, R37 insulation. This thing is heavy, it's built to last. I'm gonna tell you right now, this fifth wheel right here will be around when at least 90% of the 2017s and 18s are falling to pieces. I mean, the heavier it's built, the better it's built. It's a rule of thumb when it comes to towable RVs. And believe me, folks, this is not a cheap model. Double power awnings, and the second one is an option. It wasn't standard. Got the alloy wheels, Dexter, easy flex axles, more ride suspension. It's got power gear, hydraulic leveling jacks, automatic leveling jacks, just like in a Class A diesel motorhome. I mean, Evergreen built this thing with no expense spared to make it as nice as you can possibly make a fifth wheel camper. If you're wanting one to live in, this is something that's going to last you for decades if you take care of it. If you want something for year-round use anywhere in the United States, this is definitely the one for you. If you've got very expensive, if you've got what I was always raised at is champagne taste on a beer budget, here you go, folks. This is the lowest price 2015 Lifestyle 39 FB in the country, not just by a few $100, folks. Multiple thousands of dollars. These things are still bringing $80,000 to $100,000 online used. And if you'd bought this thing brand new, folks, you would still owe just about what you paid for it, the way they do RV loans. So if you had bought this thing brand new in 2015, paid 10% down, you're still going to owe $130,000, $140,000 on it. There's no way you can afford to sell it when it was 2 years old for what we're selling this one for. $59,900, folks. Haggle free, includes a warranty, includes a major systems check by our certified RV techs, which, folks, this thing looks like it's had very, very little use. And I'm trying to open this compartment door up. I'm going to set my camera down for a second. I apologize for that, folks. Some things you got to have both hands for. This is just one of the pass-through storage bays. It's got a central vacuum cleaner, power antenna, 40-pound propane cylinders. I mean, folks, this is the best. I can honestly say this is probably the best fifth wheel money can buy, new or used. Beautiful, beautiful fifth wheel. I mean, this is something that anybody would be proud to own. And you can set this next to a brand new Lifestyle fifth wheel, side by side. They're going to look exactly the same, except this one's almost a third of the price. Folks, a deal like this is what we've been made famous for having the lowest prices on the internet. Try to find a 2015 Lifestyle 39 FB anywhere close to this price anywhere else. I dare you. I challenge you. Try to find one any less than this. They're not out there, folks. They're 10, 15, some cases 20 or 25 grand higher. But like I said, deals like this are why we've been in business for 49 years and why we sell almost 600 units, used units a year, and why people travel thousands of miles to visit us from all over the country and buy RVs from us because of the amount of money we're saving them. And I know everybody wants to see in this thing, and you're going to love the interior. It's got a different setup. I like it. I know you will too. Got the electronic lock, so you don't have to have the key to open and close the door. As we step inside, folks, the roofs in this thing is what impressed me. The first thing I noticed is, you know, I'm 6'4", even with my hand all the way extended. I'm a foot from the ceiling. 13-foot overall height. This thing is a monster, folks. Beautiful interior. Look at the big HD TV. You've got an actual fireplace that doubles as an electric heater. All LED lights inside. Leather sofa that makes a bed. You've got a leather recliners, table and chairs. Real Corian countertops, Corian island top, and Corian backsplash. Premium appliances. You've got a 12 cubic foot refrigerator freezer that works great. Got a big oven, got a microwave and convection oven. You've got 2 ovens. These are real. This isn't linoleum, folks, or Perco floors. These are real hardwood floors right here. Real polished hardwood floors. Central vacuum system. Look at the NADA before we get much, so you don't believe me this is a good buy. That's what it cost new. And the full body paint, the second AC, and the second awning was an option. Low book $71,350. Average retail $85,000. I'm gonna read you this right here. Low retail. A low retail unit may have extensive wear and tear. Body parts may have dents and blemishes. The buyer can expect to invest in cosmetic and or mechanical work. This vehicle should be in safe running order. Low retail vehicles usually are not found on dealer lots. And this has no blemishes. It's going to be checked out. It's going to include a 90-day nationwide limited warranty for almost $11,500 under low retail. According to NADA, this thing needs to be priced for $85,900. But folks, I don't go by NADA when I buy them. I don't go by NADA when I sell them. I get a good buy, I sell a good buy. I price these things for what we have in them by the time we bring them here, and that's how we decide to price them. $59,900, no fees, haggle free. Includes a 90-day warranty, lowest price on internet by thousands. In other words, folks, if you're looking for a 2015 Evergreen Lifestyle 39 FB, you're saving several $1,000s by buying this one and getting benefits you don't get from other dealers without paying thousands extra for it, including the warranty and the inspection. Beautiful kitchen area, plenty of cabinets, real hardwood floors, central vacuum, and you even got a port right here so when you're sweeping up your floor you don't have to have a dustpan, you just sweep it into that. Side bathroom, matching Corian vanity, seamless sink. Look how tall these roofs are, and I know it's really hard to tell in a video, but these are at least a foot taller than about any fifth wheel I've ever seen before. Porcelain RV toilet. You've got dual RV comforts, 15,000 BTU roof airs, and this with this up to R37 insulation. With the thermopane windows, you'll probably never use more than one air, but you've got 30,000 BTU of cooling power with 2 separate airs. This one also has an electric heat pump and a 40,000 BTU furnace. Plus, you've got that electric fireplace that you can set for the effect, or you can set as an auxiliary electric heater. Got a huge TV, DVD player overhead. All the crown molding. Got the I mean, this thing is beautiful. Ceiling fan. Track lighting. I'm going to tell you, folks, my first apartment was smaller than this fifth wheel as far as square footages are concerned. And we're going to step up here into the bedroom. go ahead and shut this door real quick. Up here, we've got a king bed, and this is a king island bed. Got a leather headboard, all kinds of stuff in here, folks. It's got a, well, I wouldn't say big TV, but big for a bedroom. Chest of drawers. This is all solid wood. I mean, got a solid sliding door back here, so you can completely isolate the bedroom. His and her reading lamps, nightstands. Man, this is a beautiful RV, folks. Now, let me show you something that's really cool. You would think. And this thing just keeps going and going, folks. It's 43 feet long, and I'm 6'4", and this, even in the bedroom, I can walk around here without hitting my head on anything. You would think this is a front closet, but check this out. How many fifth wheels do you see with a full-size bathroom? This has got 2 bathrooms in the front. Stand-up shower, skylight, porcelain RV toilet, Jack and Jill sinks in a fifth wheel, folks. Corian vanity tops, huge medicine and storage cabinets, and it keeps going. Let's look behind door number 3. A full cedar-lined walk-in closet. Check this out, folks. A walk-in closet, and I can stand up in here. Huge closet, tons of storage, and it's got washer and dryer hookups. Now, that's the one option these people didn't go with, in which a lot of people don't anymore because they give so much hassles. But we can install a stack washer and dryer in here for about $2,000 if you want us to. Unless you're going to use it once a week, I really think it's a bad investment. But that's my personal opinion on them. I've had a lot of personal bad experiences with them, and a lot of other people with RVs have had bad experiences with them. But if you are going to full-time in it and you need a washer and dryer, we'll put you in for about $2,000 if you buy the fifth wheel from us, of course. But ain't that cool, though? A walk-in closet. And that's it, folks. That's the front of the RV right there. So, or front of the fifth wheel. I mean, folks, I'm going to tell you, there's nothing like this on the used market. And when you look at these 30, and I seriously, I want every one of you to fact check everything I say. When I say it's the lowest price on the internet, I want y'all to look it up for yourself and see what I'm talking about. Try to find one for less than $59.9, checked out, ready to go with a warranty. I mean, folks, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. If you need a live-in unit, this is a great choice. If you just want something nice to travel in, they don't get much nicer than this, folks. Surround sound, I mean, I could go on and on and on and on. Everything this has. I could do an hour-long video just telling you all the equipment that this thing has. But let me just put it to you this way, folks. Besides a washer and dryer, if they made it and they put it on a fifth wheel in 2015, this unit's got it. That's the best way to describe it. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to tell you, folks, I mean, I'm a motorhome man myself. I've owned Class A motorhomes for a year. I own a 2008 Winnebago now. When I see something like this, it gets me questioning, hey, you know what? Maybe a dually truck and a fifth wheel like this may be the way to go. You're never going to get this much room in a motorhome because 43 feet long and it's all living space. A motorhome, 10 foot of it's dedicated to the cab and the motor and all that other stuff, folks. But the fact that you get this kind of space, you get the outside storage, more outside storage than most of your Class A motorhomes. You get all of this in a towable package that's absolutely beautiful, very high quality. It's really hard to believe, folks. And I know $59.9 is, as far as price ranges are concerned, is the upper end for a used fifth wheel. But when you're looking at a fifth wheel that anywhere else, if they have it, is $85,000, under $59.9 don't sound like a bad price, does it? When you see an NADA of $85,000 and a low NADA, which this is nowhere near, I mean, this is so much above low retail condition, it's not even funny. And this is actually what I would consider above average retail. I consider this high retail, which The only way you're ever going to get a high retail value is if you actually pay for the NADA subscription and look up the actual book value, which is higher than what this thing's saying. Folks, I'm offering this thing for you for NADA wholesale book at $59.9. That's wholesale book, what dealers pay from other dealers for RVs. But you're also getting a warranty, you're getting an inspection, you get available financing, and the ability to take trade-ins. So if you've got a trade-in, chances are we'll put a figure on it, do our best to trade for it. All for wholesale book value. This is the guaranteed lowest price 2015. You can quote me on that. Guaranteed lowest price 39 FB Lifestyle fifth wheel on the internet, and definitely the nicest one on the internet. But folks, like I said, there's no sense in haggling price because you're already buying it for 10 grand less than anywhere else, and you get the warranty, you get the inspection, and much more. Beautiful, beautiful RV, folks. And like I said, I could spend hours in here going over this thing with you. This unit, checked out, ready to go, is $59.9. Financing's available. We can get you up to 180-month financing with approved credit, minimum 10% down payment. What's funny is I know a lot of people, they pull that NADA up for their trade-in and say, hey, retail on my trade-in's this. Well, chances are, folks, if we went NADA retail to retail, the book difference is probably more than what we're asking for this thing to begin with, because this thing's so far under book value, folks. I mean, how often do you see a fifth wheel of this caliber that cost $150,000 new? How often do you see something like this? It's 2 years old or 3 years old, 2 to 3 years old, for under 60 grand. I mean, do the math, folks. In less than 3 years of owning this RV, the original owners lost $90,000 in depreciation. And from the looks of it, they probably haven't used this thing a handful of times. I mean, this thing's absolutely beautiful. Everything's original. Nothing's been changed out. This thing is gorgeous, folks. The first person that has the ability to buy this fifth wheel, once they see it in person, will buy it. They'll think they stole it if they educated them, if they got on the internet and educated themselves about what these things are bringing right now. They will think they absolutely stole it, folks. We just got very, very lucky when we bought this. We bought this with about 15 other RVs from the same dealers that were trade-ins. We get a lot of these RVs, folks, from dealerships that don't sell used. They don't want to recondition them. They don't want to guarantee them. They'd rather sell one of these brand new for 150 grand than sell one that's used for 60 grand. And the main reason being, if everybody saw how bad the depreciation was on a used one, they would never go buy a new one. And these new dealers have to sell a certain number of that particular brand new RV to continue to sell the franchise. That's why so many of these dealers, because every year the depreciation value, or what an RV loses from the time that it's new to when it's used, goes up every single year. When these people, the original owners, bought this fifth wheel and towed it off the new dealer's lot, they lost every bit of $50,000 in 5 seconds. Because when it crossed that dealership's line, it became a used RV. It lost 33% of what they just paid for it, $50,000. Basically, they lost almost enough on that thing to pay for this one free and clear when it was 2.5, 3 years old. It'd make you absolutely sick. And like I said, if they hadn't paid cash for it, they never could have traded it. Because if you'd bought this thing brand new in 15, you'd still owe 130 plus on it, easily. And how sick would that make you feel to know that you've got a fifth wheel, a same year model as this one, the same condition, and you owe 130 grand and you can buy this one for under $60,000? Wouldn't that make you sick? I know it would me. But people do it every day. We didn't have new RVs, we'd never have used ones. So this is an incredible buy, probably the buy of a lifetime for somebody that's wanting a top of the line fifth wheels. Like I was saying, this is a champagne taste on a beer budget. Real hardwood floors, Corian countertops, Corian backsplash, big fridge, stainless appliances, residential style faucets. This, folks, like I said, it's got everything and then some. I'm 6'4", folks. I can stand straight up in the slide outs with 2 or 3 inches to spare between the roof and the top of my head. So that's to the top of my head at 6'4". Look how much higher those roofs go. I mean, got the newer style day-night shades, the ones that don't mess up all the time. Got the thermopane insulated windows. Incredible insulation factor. I mean, folks, this is something anybody would be proud to own. And like I said, this thing costs new. It cost about what most medium-sized houses in our area cost new, is what this thing cost when it was new. I mean, 150 grand. I mean, that's, you can buy a nice Class A diesel brand new for what this thing cost when it was new. I mean, you know, time you buy a truck and all that stuff, they probably had 200 grand or better invested in the rig by the time they bought a pickup truck. And folks, this thing's almost, it's right at, it's like 15,900 pounds. We're going to say 16,000 pounds. That's before you add anything to it. So keep in mind, folks, if you've got a single wheel truck, now I can't legally not sell it to you, but I will highly recommend against it and make you sign a buttload of disclaimers and release of liability forms before you tow this off my lot. But a single wheel truck, folks, is dangerous towing this much weight. If you don't have a dually 1-ton pickup truck and you're not willing to buy one or trade for one, then this is probably not the fifth wheel for you. Now, I can help you arrange and find you a truck. I'm actually pretty good buddies with several of the big truck dealers in this area, and I can get you a buy on a dually truck if you want to buy a combo package. You know, I'll get you a buy, and I'm not going to mark the price up of the truck any. You know, but now the price of this thing is firm, folks. And if you can find me one cheaper, let me know. Because I'll definitely match their price if you can find one cheaper. Hell, I'll beat their price, folks. $59.9, but it's got to be in the same condition. And it's got to have a warranty. It's got to have an inspection. And like I said, when you get online, you see this same fifth wheel for $85,000 at other RV dealerships, and that's not counting the fees that they charge that we don't. You're going to see, you know, us good old boys in Georgia have got something going on that nobody else does, and that's the lowest prices on the internet, folks. The reason why our prices are so much lower is simple. We've been in business 49 years. We owe nobody nothing. Our bills, our loans were paid off decades ago. We don't have mortgage payments. We don't have floor plans. We buy every RV that we sell with cash money. It allows us to negotiate a better deal. Plus, unlike other RV dealers that have to finance their purchases, which translates to thousands of dollars in interest that they have to add to what they paid for the RV, in which they pass along that interest to you because they don't have their own money to buy their own RV inventory. Well, folks, that's why our prices are so much lower. We don't have to go through all that. We know we've got the connections we've got connections that other RV dealers can only dream about. We've got the buying power that other RV dealers can only dream about. And that's because we've been in business for almost half a century. Experience, well, you can't buy experience like that, folks. And you, the buyer, reaps the rewards. You get to buy a fifth wheel that 3 years ago was 150 grand. That right now, if you passed on this one and wanted to buy another one, you're going to spend a minimum $10,000 more or better, not get the warranty, plus pay extra fees that's going to add to that price that we don't charge. Or you can just come here to Georgia, pay $59.9 out the door, have you a nice fifth wheel with a warranty for $20-something thousand under retail value, ready to go, checked out, and it's easy as that, folks. That's why we sell almost 600 used units a year. We don't have commissioned salespeople. That saves you a ton of money too, because when you go to a lot that has commissioned salespeople, and the reason other dealers use commissioned salespeople is simple. Most dealerships our size have 25, 30 RV salespeople. Well, guess what? These RV dealers, they you know, their property's mortgaged. They have to floor plan all their RVs. You know, they're paying thousands of dollars in interest a week just on the floor plan. It costs them several $1,000s a day just to open the doors and salaries and all that. Well, guess what, folks? They can't afford to hire non-commissioned salespeople and keep any kind of sales staff. They just can't afford it. So what they do is they hire 30 or 40 commissioned RV salespeople, and they only get paid when they produce a sale. So they pretty much pay themselves. This way they can keep as many salespeople as they want. It doesn't cost them any extra. They keep 5 RV salespeople as it does to keep 50. So the bad side about that is these salespeople, in order to keep them there, they have to have a promise of a huge reward when they sell an RV, because most of these guys only sell 1 or 2 a month. Of course, my guys sell 1 or 2 a day a piece. So, there's no shortage of sales here. And if you don't buy this fifth wheel, then I guarantee the next person that watches this video that's looking for something like this will buy it. But what they do, the bad thing about the buyer when they deal with commission salespeople, is they get paid 25% of the gross profit. That means that particular RV dealer, on top of having to mark the unit up for all the floor planning and all the mortgage payment, all the interest they have to pay and all that, all those millions of dollars in advertising costs, sponsoring NASCAR and all that other junk, guess what, folks? They have to add an additional 25% to the price to cover the salesperson's commission. So that's why their asking prices are $85,000, where ours is $59,900, because we don't have all those expenses. Remember, folks, it's basic economics. Less overhead means less markup, means lower prices. But anyway, when you deal with a commission salesperson, every extra dollar they get you to pay is an extra 25 cents in their pocket. So they get rewarded for ripping you off. And you don't have to worry about that here. Everybody's paid the same. Nobody gets paid commission. They're paid the same whether you buy this fifth wheel or you go somewhere else and buy one. So the prices are haggle free, so you don't have to negotiate, because it's already the lowest price on the internet by thousands. Check the NADA, check eBay, Craigslist, RV Trader, check any website you want to check. And like I said, find me a 2015 Evergreen Lifestyle 39 FB with the warranty checked out, ready to go for any less than what I'm asking for this one. I challenge you, I dare you to find me one, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, folks. The internet has completely changed the way everybody buys RVs.